For years, photographers and creatives have been drawn to the vibrant city of Tokyo. But what is it about this metropolis that captivates them so deeply? In this video, I want to explore the unique inspirations that compel people to travel halfway around the world to experience Tokyo's magic. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm currently here in Ireland after 5 or 6 months on the road. If you're unaware, I have been traveling through Asia, from Thailand to Bali and obviously to Japan, which is what this video is all about. And if you'd like to learn more about my travels, go check out my zine Field Notes. This is where I've documented my travels for the last 6 months, and you can now pick up the Tokyo zine, which is available on my website. But yeah, on reflection, I'm definitely missing Japan, missing Tokyo, and photographically, it definitely was my favourite place to visit. And I think a lot of people resonate with this feeling. Photographers have been flocking to Tokyo and Japan for as long as I can think of. And there are some hugely unique things as to why. So that's what I want to go through in this video. These are the things I think help Tokyo and Japan stand out as a place to visit, particularly for photographers and filmmakers. So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 reasons as to why I think people flock to Tokyo. Number 1, it's cinematic. It's one of the most cinematic places I have ever visited in my life. Every street, every moment, every scene just feels like you're in some kind of movie. I remember when I was a lot younger and the film Lost in Translation come out, and all I could think about was how much I wanted to visit this place and how much I just wanted to not even take photographs or film it, just be in that space. And in 2017, I finally got the chance to go and visit. I didn't go particularly with the intention of taking photos or making a film. I just went and explored for a couple of weeks. But having just visited recently, I purely went for the photography, and it more than pleased the hell out of me. So things like films, photography that have floated in the ether for however long have really inspired photographers and filmmakers like myself to venture to Tokyo. And I think that is one of the first and main reasons people will go. And when they land and find out that it is exactly like it is in one of your favourite films like Lost in Translation, then it really is kind of exhilarating to explore the city. The second thing is the safety and security and the respect that is shown in this place. People are very respectful here in Tokyo and across Japan. It is one of the safest countries to travel to in the world, and I think for photographers and filmmakers to feel safe with all that gear in their backpack is a real plus. With the turmoil now in London, with people getting their phones stolen every 6 seconds, relieving that anxiety of someone stealing your gear really is huge. I'm not saying that theft probably doesn't happen in Japan, but it seems that it's rare. As you can see from this graph, like I said, it's one of the safest places to be in the world, unlike London. So what that means is you can focus on your art, taking that photograph, making that film, concentrating on what it is that you kind of want to do. So safety and respect and security are huge. This isn't for everyone, and you know, there are photographers and filmmakers that go into war-torn countries and probably are living on a different level to say someone like myself, but someone who is quite introverted, having not to worry about this too much, it's a real stress off your back. The third thing is the fusion between modernity and traditionalism. If you want modern society, big flashy lights, lots of chaos, it's there. Go to Shinjuku and you will find it. Hell, just go to the station and it's there. But if you want something more tranquil, more temples, more history, then you can find that with the same amount of ease. I remember walking once around Roppongi and I found a beautiful little shrine, and I was able to take 10 minutes just to decompress from all the noise and the chaos, take some photos and really enjoy the sunshine. Japan is steeped in history, and it is very hard not to find the traditional aspects of Tokyo. But like I said, the modernity is there and it's just as vibrant and it's just as alive. And for street photography, it's downright perfect. Now, the fourth thing is, yes, Tokyo and Japan is a beacon for photographers, but Tokyo in particular is a beacon for street photographers. From the salarymen that frequent the izakayas on a Friday night to the bustling nature of Shinjuku and Shibuya, street photography is one of the best practices that you can do here in Tokyo. I was really fortunate to be in Tokyo at a time where there was a street photography gallery showing, and I was lucky enough to meet such individuals as Faisal Westcott and Roman Fox, and to go on a photo walk with them. Both lovely guys and both very generous with their knowledge. It was great to scour the streets and practice my street photography. I have learned numerous things off both their channels, and to meet them in person and learn from them in the flesh was something else. But the community here in Tokyo, the photographic community, is really, really accepting and really friendly. And if you're ever in Tokyo, do try to go to an exhibition, try to connect with these photographers. It's very likely that they will know one another, and if you're like me, they'll, graciously invite you into their group. So like I was saying, if you're taking photos of the salarymen, which are basically kind of office workers in very sleek suits, or the izakayas that they frequent, those things, they're like little pubs on the corners. It's so set up so well for you to take photos of these moments, these scenes, and what I thought makes some of the best photographs I've made for a long time. It's kind of like they're dressed just for you to take your photos, and there's no other place on the planet like it where you can see so many people and there's so many photo opportunities of these kind of things. And it, like I said, going back to the first point, it just feels cinematic. How often are you going to get those cinematic street scenes that feel genuine and not contrived? Okay, the last thing is the cleanliness and the uniformity of it all. If you've never been to Japan, you will notice there are no bins. Now, that causes a problem for us Westerners who have to come back at the end of the day full of rubbish in our pockets. However, it seems that people here don't eat on the run. They sit and eat and enjoy their meal with each other. And so the streets are really clean, which make it a perfect set design for you to take photos. The amount of times I have taken photos on other streets and have had to Photoshop the litter, the rubbish on the streets is a number I can't count to. The set design of Tokyo is fantastic, and the uniformity of it all is just perfect. It's laid out so well, and it's really easy actually to get around. If you want to get from one district to another, there is a line, a kind of Tokyo loop line that will take you round, and you can get to where you need to pretty easily. So it's a well planned out city with a very, very rich culture, mixing those two blends of modernity and traditionalism, and it's just a playground for photographers, street photographers like myself. And I think a huge reason why people flock to Tokyo, to Japan, is because of some of these reasons. Now, if you've ever visited Japan or have ever wanted to, what are your reasons? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know what you think about Japan, Tokyo in general, what we're talking about here. I want to know your reasons of why you think Tokyo is so special for photographers. Anyway, I'm very sad that I'm back home and not there still. I'd love to be taking more photos, but that's going to do it for us today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.